My child, listen to me. It's over. They cannot stop what is coming next. The truth is breaking out, and no one can hold it back. You have felt the weight of lies, the sting of betrayal, the silence of unanswered nights, but now I speak. This is your turning point. The season of darkness has ended, and my light is rising over you. The chains that held you are broken, the doors that were locked are opening, and the blessings that were hidden are being revealed. Do not fear what lies ahead, for I have gone before you. Do not doubt my promise, for what I declare cannot fail. My child, lift your head, for the truth has been unleashed, and it will set you free. What comes next is greater than you can imagine, and nothing on earth or in hell can stop it. The season of silence where you wondered if I heard you, that season has ended. The season of wandering, where you questioned if there was meaning in your pain, that season has ended. The grip of fear that told you that tomorrow would look the same as yesterday, it is broken. For I have stepped into your moment, and I have spoken over you with authority that no one can take away. The truth that was hidden is now revealed. The light that was veiled is now uncovered. I tell you, my child, you are stepping into a time when the enemy cannot stop what I have set in motion for you. I saw how the enemy surrounded you. I saw how doubt crept into your mind, whispering that you were forsaken. I saw how shame tried to cover you, how pain tried to steal your hope, how betrayal pierced your heart. But I never left you. Even when the storm grew so strong that you thought you would drown, I was the one holding you above the waters. Even when the fire of trial burned around you, I was the shield keeping you from being consumed. You thought you were alone, but you were never alone. You thought the night had swallowed you, but my eyes never left you in the dark. And now, my child, the night has ended. The sun rises over you, and the shadows flee, for it is over. The enemy fought hard to keep you bound, but I tell you that no force of hell has the power to stand when I rise to defend you. The lies that told you that you were weak, they are broken. The chains that told you that you could not move forward, they are shattered. The fear that whispered that you would never see victory, it is silenced. For I have declared my truth, and my truth cannot be overturned. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And I tell you now with unshakable authority, the battle is won. It is over. You have cried in secret, and I have collected every tear. You have prayed in silence, thinking your words disappeared into the air, but I caught every prayer and kept them before me. You thought your pain was unseen, but I carried it with you. You thought your weakness disqualified you, but I used it to show my strength. You thought the wounds in your heart would never close, but I am the healer of the broken-hearted, and I am binding your wounds even now. The truth is this: your story is not defeat. Your story is not shame. Your story is not failure. Your story is victory, because I have spoken, and my word has already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. Say, you are my first love, Lord, if your heart belongs to Him. It's over, my beloved. The lies that told you that you were not chosen, they can no longer speak. The fear that told you that your life had no meaning, it has lost its voice. The despair that told you that nothing would ever change, it has been silenced. For I, the Lord of hosts, have risen, and when I rise, the enemy scatters. When I speak, the earth trembles. When I decree freedom, nothing can chain you. The heavens bear witness to my word. The angels rejoice at the sound of my truth. All creation echoes what I am declaring now over you. It is finished. It is over, and a new beginning is here. Do you feel the weight lifting even now? Do you feel the shift in your spirit? That is my spirit moving inside of you, breaking the heaviness, lifting the burden, restoring the hope you thought you lost. You are not who the world told you that you were. You are not who the enemy accused you of being. You are mine, and I call you chosen, beloved, redeemed, and free. No darkness can erase that truth. No accusation can cancel what I have spoken. I am the final word in your story, and I am speaking life, freedom, and victory over you. The battle was long, and I saw how tired you became. You felt like giving up. You thought the weight was too heavy, and the climb too steep. You whispered to yourself, I cannot do this anymore. But I tell you, it was never your strength carrying you, it was mine. It was never your hand holding on, it was my hand holding you. And because I held you, you did not fall. Because I carried you, you did not break. Because I spoke over you, you did not lose the fight. And now, because I live, you will live also. Because I overcame, you will overcome. Because I declared victory, you will walk in victory. It is over the defeat, the despair, the hopelessness. They can no longer follow you, for I have closed that chapter, and I am opening the book of your new beginning. I want you to hear me clearly, my child. No man can stop what I am about to do. No enemy can block the doors I am opening. No darkness can cover the light I am shining. What I have prepared is already yours. What I have spoken cannot be reversed. My promises do not return empty. My word does not fall powerless. Everything I declared over you is unfolding, and no force can undo it. You are entering into what I ordained before you were even born. You are stepping into what was written for you from eternity. And the voices that tried to deny it, they are silenced. It is over. They cannot stop what comes next. Even now, I am releasing the truth into every hidden place of your life. The truth of who you are in me. The truth of what I have planned for you. The truth that your pain will be turned to purpose, that your tears will become testimonies, that your weakness will shine with my strength. The truth that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The truth that greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. The truth that nothing can separate you from my love, not death, not life, not angels, not demons, not height, not depth, not anything in all creation. This truth is your anchor. His truth is your shield. His truth is your freedom. And now, this truth is unleashed in your life like a mighty flood that no dam can contain. I tell you, my beloved child, lift your eyes. Lift your head. Do not look behind you, for the past is gone. Do not fear what is ahead, for I go before you. Walk with courage, for I am your strength. Stand tall, for I am your shield. Rejoice, for I am your victory. The world may not understand it. The enemy may rage against it, but nothing can stop it. What I have declared is unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. It is sealed by my blood. It is secured by my promise, and it is finished by my power. So hear me now. The chains are broken. The lies are shattered. The fear is silenced. It is over. What held you yesterday cannot hold you tomorrow. What broke you yesterday cannot break you again. What hindered you yesterday cannot hinder you anymore. For I am with you, and when I am with you, who can be against you? My child, walk forward now in peace. Walk forward now in joy. Walk forward now in freedom, for the truth has been unleashed, and it will never be bound again. It is over. It is finished. And what comes next is greater than anything you have seen before. Trust me. Hold my hand. Follow my voice. For they cannot stop what I have begun in you. They cannot stop what I have written over you. They cannot stop what I have prepared for you. The truth is yours, and the victory is here. I have seen how the enemy worked against you, how he whispered in secret places, how he tried to cloud your mind with lies and bury your heart with fear. I saw how he came not only in moments of weakness but also in moments of strength, trying to twist what was pure and confuse what was clear. He sought to silence your voice, to dim your light, to keep you hidden when I created you to shine. He set traps in your path, weaving them with deception, hoping you would stumble and believe that you were not worthy of my love, not worthy of my calling, not worthy of my blessing. Yet I tell you now, every lie he spoke is shattered by the truth of my word. Every plan he formed has collapsed before my feet. Every shadow he spread has been pierced by the light of my presence. Please support our channel. Our goals is to bring happiness in your life and to bring devotion and reverence towards God, and if you want you can donate us through the super thanks button down below. He tried to delay you, my child. He tried to place obstacles before you so that you would grow weary in the waiting. He whispered that I had forgotten you, that I had passed you by, that the promises I made were nothing more than dreams. He tried to make the waiting seem like abandonment, the silence seem like rejection, the testing seem like punishment. But I tell you this, I was with you even in the waiting. My silence was not absence. My timing was not delay. While you thought the enemy had power over your life, I was weaving a greater plan, and what seemed like delay was only preparation for the glory that is now breaking forth. Betrayal touched you deeply. I saw how it cut into your heart when those you trusted turned away, when those you loved used their words as weapons, when those you leaned on left you in your moment of need. The enemy tried to use betrayal to harden your heart, to make you bitter, to convince you that love was dangerous and trust was foolish. He hoped that you would build walls so high that even I could not enter, that you would isolate yourself in pain and let despair define you. But I never abandoned you. Even when human hands failed you, my hands held you. Even when human voices wounded you, my voice spoke healing over you. Even when human hearts broke you, my heart embraced you. And I tell you, betrayal cannot stop my plans. It cannot erase my promises. It cannot cancel the future I have written for you. Oppression weighed on you like a heavy stone. The enemy tried to push you down, to make you believe you were powerless, to keep you bowed under the weight of shame and guilt. He reminded you of every mistake, every weakness, every moment you wish you could erase. He replayed the failures in your mind, chaining you to yesterday so you could not step into tomorrow. He used the words of others to reinforce the lies, making you feel small, insignificant, unseen. But my child, you were never insignificant to me. You were never unseen. You were never forgotten. I called you by name before you were born. I placed my image inside of you. I crowned you with worth and glory that no voice of man and no whisper of hell can take away. Oppression is not your portion. Freedom is. Guilt is not your inheritance. Forgiveness is. Shame is not your identity. My righteousness is. The enemy designed hidden plots against you. In the unseen, he schemed, hoping to derail you before you could even step into what I had ordained. He stirred jealousy in hearts around you. He stirred doubt within you. He placed snares along your path to slow your progress and cloud your vision. He thought if he could not destroy you outright, he could at least distract you, deter you, or diminish you. But every plot has failed. Every snare is broken. Every scheme is uncovered. For nothing is hidden from my sight, and what he planned in darkness I have already exposed with light. He cannot outwit me. He cannot outlast me. He cannot overpower me. His end is already written, and his defeat is already secured. You felt hopeless at times. You wondered if the weight would ever lift, if the storm would ever end, if the darkness would ever break. The enemy told you that this was your fate, that nothing would change, that you were trapped forever in pain and struggle. But I tell you, hope is never lost when I am present. Hope does not die when I speak life. Hope is not buried when I breathe resurrection. The enemy wanted to bury you under hopelessness, but I have lifted you out with my hand of strength. I have declared over you a future, and that future is filled with life and peace and joy. Do not be deceived by the lies of the enemy. He has always been a liar from the beginning. He speaks fear to hide the truth of your authority in me. He speaks shame to distract you from the power of my forgiveness. He speaks despair to blind you from the hope of my promises. He tries to magnify the darkness so you cannot see the brilliance of my light. But my light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. My truth is like a sword that pierces through every falsehood, dividing what is real from what is counterfeit. My truth exposes, my truth reveals, my truth sets free. And I declare that my truth has now been unleashed over you, and nothing can silence it. The enemy thought if he could silence you, he could stop you. He tried to quiet your prayers, to still your worship, to mute your voice. He tried to make you too weary to speak, too discouraged to sing, too afraid to declare my promises. But I heard even the whispers you thought were too weak to matter. I heard even the cries you made when no one else was near. Your prayers rose before me like incense. Your tears spoke louder than words. Your sighs were carried into my throne room. The enemy cannot silence what I have heard, and he can't silence what I have decreed. I will place a new song in your mouth, and the sound of your worship will break chains. There were times you felt surrounded, pressed in on every side, and the enemy whispered that you were outnumbered. But I tell you, those who are with you are greater than those who are against you. My angels stood guard even when you could not see them. My spirit encamped around you even when you felt alone. The enemy tried to make you fear the dark, but I am the light that the darkness cannot contain. The enemy tried to convince you that night would last forever, but I am the dawn that cannot be stopped. I reveal to you now that none of his efforts can prevent my plans. Not betrayal, not oppression, not hidden plots, not whispered lies, not delays, not fears, not chains. My plans stand eternal. My word is unshakable. My purposes are unmovable. I take what the enemy meant for harm, and I turn it into good. I take the weapons he forged, and I break them against my shield. I take the storms he sends, and I use them to water the seeds of your destiny. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Nothing is lost in my sight. Nothing is stronger than my will. The light is piercing the darkness now. Just as the sun rises and pushes away the night, my truth rises over you and pushes away every lie. Just as fire burns away the dross, my spirit is burning away every chain. Just as a flood washes clean the land, my presence is washing over you to cleanse, to heal, to renew. The light is here, and it will not be hidden again. So stand, my child. Do not tremble at shadows. Do not bow to fear. Do not listen to the enemy's lies. Lift your eyes and see that the truth is shining. Lift your hands and feel the chains fall away. Lift your voice and declare what I have already spoken. For the darkness cannot remain. The lies cannot endure. The oppression cannot hold. My light is here, and it will shine through you for all to see. Say you are my first love, Lord, if your heart belongs to Him. You are not the sum of your failures. You are not the product of betrayal. You are not the weight of oppression. You are not the victim of lies. You are mine, and I call you chosen, beloved, redeemed, and victorious. The enemy has tried to write a false story over your life, but I am the author and finisher, and my story is truth. My story is freedom. My story is life, and my story is the one that stands forever. Take courage, for the exposer has come. What was hidden is revealed. What was buried is uncovered. What was spoken in lies is silenced by truth. The enemy has no hold on you, no claim on you, no voice over you. I am your God, I am your defender, I am your deliverer. The light has come and the darkness has fled. The truth is unleashed, and it will never be contained again. You have cried, and I have seen every tear. You thought they fell unnoticed, but each one was gathered by my hands. You have doubted, and I have felt the weight of your questions pressing against your heart. You have wondered if I saw you, if I heard you, if I cared. And I tell you now with a love that does not change, I never left you. I never turned away. Even when you felt invisible to the world, you were never invisible to me. Even when you thought your prayers were unanswered, I was working in ways you could not yet see. Even when you thought you were alone in the silence, I was closer to you than your very breath. I know the pain you carry, the pain you hide from others, the pain you try to bury beneath a smile. I know the heaviness that weighs on your chest when the world is quiet, when no one is watching, when it is just you and the ache that will not let go. I know the secret battles you fight in your mind, the thoughts that tell you that you are not enough, that you have failed too many times, that you will never see freedom. I know the guilt that presses against you, the shame that tries to define you, the regret that replays moments of the past as though they have the power to dictate your future. My child, I see it all, and I am not ashamed of you. I am not disappointed in you. I am not surprised by you. I love you fully. I love you deeply. I love you endlessly. When you walked through the valley of heartbreak, I was there. When you sat in the dark room and thought no one noticed your silence, I noticed. When you forced yourself to keep going though you felt broken inside, I walked with you. When you whispered to yourself, "No one understands," I whispered back, "I understand." When you wanted to give up, I was the hand that kept you standing. When you felt you had no strength left, I was the strength that carried you through. You thought you were alone, but I was always beside you. You prayed prayers that felt unanswered, and it wounded you. You asked me to move quickly, and I seemed to delay. You asked me to remove pain, and it seemed to linger. You asked me to speak, and I seemed silent. But I tell you, I never ignored you. I never turned away. My silence was not neglect, it was preparation. My timing was not rejection, it was protection. My delays were not abandonment, they were alignment. I was weaving a greater story than you could see in the moment. And though you could not understand it then, You will one day see how every tear, every prayer, every moment of waiting had meaning in my plan. You thought your pain disqualified you, but I tell you, your pain is the soil where purpose will bloom. You thought your struggles meant you were too weak, but I tell you, my power is made perfect in your weakness. You thought your failures defined you, but I tell you, my mercy rewrites your story. You thought your wounds would never heal, but I tell you, I am the healer who binds the brokenhearted and restores what was shattered. My beloved child, you are not broken beyond repair. You are not lost beyond redemption. You are not forgotten beyond remembrance. You are mine, and nothing can separate you from my love. You carry memories that hurt, words spoken over you that cut deep, betrayals that left scars, moments you wish you could erase. And I know how they still echo inside of you. But hear me now, those echoes do not have the power to define you. The words that wounded you are silenced by the word I speak over you. The betrayals that broke you are overshadowed by the faithfulness I show you. The moments you regret are covered by the blood I shed for you. You are not the mistakes of your past. You are not the labels others gave you. You are not the pain that tried to destroy you. You are mine. I call you chosen. I call you beloved. I call you redeemed. You asked, do you really see me? And I say to you, yes, I see you. I see the way you keep trying even when you feel weak. I see the kindness you give even when no one returns it. I see the battles you fight in silence, the ones no one else knows. I see the nights when sleep will not come because your mind will not stop racing. I see the way you wonder if there is purpose in your pain. And I tell you, yes, there is purpose. There has always been purpose. Nothing you have walked through is wasted in my hands. Nothing you have endured is meaningless when I hold your story. My beloved, I know the weight you have carried. You thought it made you weaker, but I tell you it has made you stronger. You thought it stole your voice, but I tell you it has given your voice authority. You thought it buried your hope, but I tell you it has planted the seed of a greater hope that will rise. What you went through will not be wasted. What you endured will not be lost. I will use even the pain, even the struggle, even the tears to bring forth a testimony that will shine my glory. I never left you. In the moment you thought I turned away, I was carrying you. In the moment you thought I was silent, I was speaking life into your future. In the moment you thought I was distant, I was nearer than your heartbeat. You did not see me, but I was there. You did not hear me, but I was whispering. You did not feel me, but I was embracing you. And now I tell you openly what you could not see before. I was always with you, and I will never leave you. Do not let the enemy convince you that you are forgotten. Do not let fear tell you that you are alone. Do not let shame tell you that you are unworthy. My love does not fail. My presence does not leave. My promises do not break. You are mine, and nothing can take you from my hand. I engraved your name upon my palm. I carried your burdens upon my shoulders. I bore your pain upon my body, and I will never turn from you. I know the questions in your heart. Why did this happen? Why was the road so hard? Why did I feel so alone? And though not all answers are for now, I tell you this: every tear has meaning, every moment has purpose, and every trial has been woven into a greater design. One day you will look back and see the hand of my mercy guiding you, the hand of my power protecting you, the hand of my love carrying you. And you will say, truly, he never left me. Truly, he was with me even there. So hear me now. Let my words sink deep. I am not a distant God. I am not far away. I am with you here, now, speaking into your heart. You are seen. You are known. You are loved. You are carried. You are chosen. You are mine, and I will never let you go. Lift your head, my child. Do not live as though you are abandoned. Do not walk as though you are forgotten. Do not believe as though you are unloved. You are held in the arms of eternal love. You are carried by everlasting strength. You are watched over by unending mercy. Walk in that truth. Rest in that truth. Live in that truth. For I am with you always, even to the end of the age. You asked me, do you really care? And I tell you again, I care more deeply than you can comprehend. I care for every detail of your life. I care for every struggle you face. I care for every dream in your heart. I care for every wound in your soul. Nothing in you is too small for my attention. Nothing in you is too broken for my healing. Nothing in you is too hidden for my eyes. I am your shepherd, and I know my sheep by name. I call you by name, and I lead you gently. So rest, my beloved. Rest in knowing you are not forgotten. Rest in knowing you are not forsaken. Rest in knowing you are loved beyond measure. I never left you. I never abandoned you. And I never will. Hear me now, my beloved child. A decree has been spoken in heaven, and when heaven decrees a thing, nothing on earth or in hell can reverse it. I speak with authority that cannot be challenged, with power that cannot be resisted. I declare before all creation, before angels and before men, before heaven and before the earth, it is finished. The truth is unleashed. What was hidden is revealed. What was bound is released. What was delayed is set into motion. Nothing can silence this decree. Nothing can hinder what I have spoken. Nothing can overturn what I have sealed. A shift has taken place in the Spirit. The season you have known is ending, and a new season begins. The tears you sowed in the night are about to produce joy in the morning. The prayers you thought went unheard are about to bear fruit in the open. The battles you thought would never end are about to collapse in sudden victory. The injustice that pressed against you, the opposition that stood before you, the accusations that rose around you, I have overturned them with my decree. What man said against you, I silence. What the enemy planned against you, I cancel. What seemed immovable will move. What seemed locked will open. What seemed lost will be restored. For I have spoken, and my word runs swiftly to accomplish what I desire. Do you feel it? The ground is shifting beneath your feet, not to make you fall, but to break open the prison doors that tried to contain you. Do you hear it? The sound of chains snapping, the sound of barriers crumbling, the sound of heaven's decree echoing through your life. Do you see it? The light breaking through the clouds, the doors swinging wide, the blessings that were hidden being uncovered before your eyes. For I am moving, and when I move, nothing can remain the same. I have overturned the injustice. You thought the scales were forever unbalanced, but I am the righteous judge, and I do not forget. Every wrong done against you, every betrayal endured, every word spoken against your name, I have seen it all. I have held it in my hands, and I am the one who brings vindication. Do not think that injustice has the final word. Do not think that darkness will always prevail. My decree silences the accuser. My decree overturns the oppressor. My decree restores what was taken. And my decree over you is this: it is finished. The truth is unleashed. The doors that were shut against you are opening now. The opportunities you thought were lost are returning. The relationships that were broken are being healed. The blessings that were withheld are being released. You thought the waiting was wasted, but the waiting was preparing. You thought the silence was emptiness, but the silence was a womb, and now birth has come. I'm opening door no man can shut, and shutting door no man can open. I am clearing paths that once seemed blocked, and lifting you into places you could not reach on your own. The chains that bound you are falling. The fear that held you is broken. The addictions that tried to control you are destroyed. The guilt that weighed you down is lifted. The shame that whispered over you is silenced. The lies that accuse you are shattered. Every chain of bondage, every chain of despair, every chain of oppression is broken by my power. You are free because I have declared you free. You are whole because I have declared you whole. You are strong because I have declared you strong. And the blessings that were hidden are being revealed. What the enemy tried to cover, I am uncovering. What was buried, I am raising. What was stolen, I am restoring. The hidden treasures stored in secret places are being placed in your hands. The promises that seemed out of reach are now within your grasp. The dreams that felt dead are breathing again. The visions you thought were forgotten are awakening. For I am the God who does not forget, the God who redeems the years, the God who restores what was lost. This is not the work of man. This is not the result of human striving. This is the move of heaven, and no one can stop it. My momentum is unstoppable, and you are caught in its current. Like a river that cannot be dammed, my purposes flow with power. Like a fire that cannot be quenched, my spirit burns with glory. Like a wind that cannot be contained, my presence moves where I send it. And I am sending it over you, over your home, over your life, over your destiny. Type amen if you receive this promise, and share this video to spread the hope of Christ. My child, if your eyes have found these words, you are not here by accident. You are the luckiest one, because heaven has chosen this very moment to reach you with a life-changing message. I, the Lord your God, have interrupted your day to tell you something you have been waiting to hear. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another passing message. This is a divine appointment written for you before you were even born. My hand has guided you here, and I need you to stay, because what I am about to reveal carries the power to shift your life forever. Do not walk away, for this is the moment your spirit has been crying out for in silence. You are seen, you are loved, and you are chosen. Listen closely, for every word that follows comes straight from my heart to yours. You are not here by chance. You are not reading this message because of coincidence or because of an accident of timing. You are here because I, the Lord your God, have called you into this moment. Long before your eyes ever opened to the light of this world, I had already written this time into your story. I chose you, and I set you apart, and I placed within you a purpose that no one else can fulfill. This moment is not a mistake, but a divine appointment made in eternity, waiting for the day when your spirit would be ready to receive it. From the very beginning, before the stars were hung in the heavens, and before the oceans were spread across the earth, I knew your name. I did not create you without intention. Every detail of who you are was shaped with love and care. The way your mind works, the way your heart feels deeply, the way your spirit hungers for meaning, all of it was designed by my hand. Nothing about you is random. Nothing about your life is wasted. I crafted you with precision, and I have always seen you as my masterpiece. While the world may sometimes overlook you or dismiss your value, heaven does not. I do not. In my eyes, you are priceless, and I have placed a mark of divine worth upon you that cannot be erased. I know there have been days when you questioned if your life had meaning. There have been nights when you wondered if anyone truly cared about you, when you felt unseen, forgotten, and small. But I tell you now, every one of those thoughts was a lie whispered by the enemy, trying to blind you from the truth of who you are. For you are not forgotten. You have never been invisible to me. I have seen every single tear that fell from your eyes, even the ones no one else ever noticed. I collected them as treasures, for they matter to me. I have heard every silent prayer you whispered in the darkness when you thought no one was listening. I held each one close to my heart, and not a single word was ignored. I know the trials you have walked through, and I have recorded every moment of your struggle not to shame you, but to remind you of the strength and endurance that I have been shaping in you. My child, I saw the weight you carried when you thought it was too heavy for you to go on. I saw the pain in your heart when people you trusted turned away. I saw the loneliness that gripped you when the world seemed too cold. I saw the times when you worked so hard to be strong for others while inside you were breaking. And I want you to know, you were never alone in those moments. I was there, closer than your very breath. Even when you could not feel my presence, I was holding you, protecting you, guiding you through the valley of shadows. You may not have realized it at the time, but every step you took in the fire of trial was shaping you into someone stronger, someone who would one day shine with my glory. You are chosen, beloved. Chosen not because of your perfection, but because of my love. I did not choose you because you always got everything right, or because you never stumbled, or because you never doubted. I chose you because I made you, and I see in you a reflection of my image. I see in you the beauty of creation, the courage of endurance, the tenderness of compassion, and the strength of one who rises again and again even after being pushed down. You are my delight, my joy, and my treasured one. The world may not see you this way, but heaven has always celebrated you as precious and irreplaceable. Type Father, I love you more than words can say if He's your everything. I have watched the journey of your life with deep love. Every season, every step, every high and low I was there. I saw the victories that made your heart soar, and I rejoiced with you. I saw the defeats that crushed your spirit, and I wept with you. I never turned away, not even for a moment. When others left, I remained. When others judged you, I forgave. When others doubted you, I believed in the destiny I placed inside you. You are significant in my eyes, and nothing you have faced has ever diminished your value to me. My child, you are unique. Do you understand this? There has never been, and there will never be, another you. The gifts I placed within you are yours alone. The calling I designed for you cannot be carried out by anyone else in the same way. The world may try to tell you that you are ordinary, that you are just one among many. But I tell you the truth, you are extraordinary. When I formed you, I breathed into you something new, something never seen before. That is why your life matters. That is why you were born in this exact time and place. Because there are things only you can do, lives only you can touch, and purposes only you can fulfill. I want you to know that the trials you have endured have not been meaningless. Every wound, every scar, Every battle has been shaping you into the person I designed you to be. Do not think for a moment that your pain has been overlooked. I have seen it, and I have redeemed it. What the enemy meant for harm, I am turning into good. What was sent to break you, I am using to build you. Every dark night you survived became proof of your resilience. Every unanswered question became a place where my mystery was at work. Every season of waiting became a training ground for patience and faith. Nothing has been wasted, my child. Nothing. You are written into the story of heaven, and your significance is far greater than you can comprehend right now. There are angels who rejoice over you. There are blessings I have stored up for you. There are promises I have spoken over your life that will surely come to pass. Do not measure your worth by what you see around you. Do not let the opinions of others define who you are. Let my voice be the one that defines you. And my voice says this: you are chosen. You are beloved. You are seen. You are treasured. You are mine. My child, you may look at your life and see only struggles, failures, and mistakes, but I see something greater. I see a soul that has endured. I see a heart that still hopes even after disappointment. I see faith that refuses to die, even when tested by fire. I see the beauty of your perseverance, the courage of your spirit, and the light of my presence shining through you even when you thought you were broken. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not forgotten or overlooked. You are held in the palm of my hand, and nothing can take you out of it. Beloved, you are the luckiest one, not because of worldly riches, not because of earthly success, but because you have been chosen by the King of Heaven to carry His presence, His promises, and His love. This is your assurance. You are loved with an everlasting love. You are protected by my hand. You are guided by my spirit. Every detail of your life is known and cared for by me. Nothing you have faced has been wasted. Nothing you have endured has been unseen. I have been with you through it all, and I will continue to be with you every step ahead. So stand tall, my child. Lift your head. Do not let shame or fear weigh you down any longer. You are not here by accident. You are here because heaven has called your name. You are chosen, and you are significant in my eyes. The story I am writing for you is far from over, and the chapters ahead will reveal the beauty of everything you have endured. Hold on to this truth, for it will anchor you through every storm. You are mine, and I have loved you from the beginning, and I will love you until the very end. My beloved child, let me draw you closer, for I want you to feel the weight of my heart as I speak these words to you. I know your story better than anyone else. I know the silent places where you hide your pain. I know the wounds that you do not talk about, the disappointments you push aside when you smile, and the fears that visit you in the quiet of night. Nothing has ever been hidden from me. I have seen every detail, every moment, every struggle. And now I say to you, not one tear you have shed has been wasted, not one prayer has gone unheard, not one ache of your heart has been ignored. I have been with you all along, and even when you thought you were walking alone, I was carrying you, dear brother and sister in Christ. Our mission is to bring joy and devotion to your life. Support us through the super thanks button below. God bless your kindness. I saw the nights when you cried yourself to sleep, pressing your face into the pillow so no one would hear the sound of your grief. You thought those tears dissolved into nothing, but I gathered them, every drop, like precious jewels. They were never forgotten. I have stored them as testimony of your endurance, as proof of the strength you carried when you thought you had none left. I know the kind of pain that makes you question if you are seen at all, and I tell you now, you have never once been invisible to me. I have been present in your darkest hours, closer than your very breath, watching, listening, and holding your heart in my hands. There were moments when you felt betrayed, when those you trusted most wounded you with words or actions you never expected. You replayed those moments in your mind, wondering why they turned against you, wondering if you had done something to deserve it. My child, I was there. I saw the betrayal. I felt the sting in your spirit. I heard the words that pierced you, and I did not take them lightly. You must understand that when you were hurting, I was hurting with you. When they walked away, I stayed. When they misunderstood you, I understood you completely. When they judged you, I wrapped you in mercy. You have never stood alone, even when rejection seemed louder than my presence. Do you remember the times when disappointment settled like a shadow over your heart? When you prayed and waited and hoped, yet the answer did not come in the way you longed for. You wondered if I had turned my face from you, if perhaps your prayers had been lost in the vastness of the heavens. But hear me clearly, I heard every word. Even the prayers too heavy to speak, even the sighs you let out when you could not form a sentence, even the thoughts you whispered in silence, I heard them all. I did not ignore them. I did not dismiss them. My timing is perfect, and while you saw delay, I was weaving something greater than you could understand. Every moment of waiting was preparation, every silence was an unseen movement of my hand. My precious one, I know the fears that grip your heart when no one is watching. The fear of being alone, the fear of failing, the fear of not being enough, the fear that somehow your life will never measure up to what you dreamed it could be. You have carried these fears quietly, not wanting to burden others, but I have carried them with you. I have whispered courage into your spirit when fear shouted in your mind. I have surrounded you with peace when anxiety tried to suffocate you. I have reminded you in countless ways that you are safe in me, even when the world around you felt uncertain. Every time you doubted yourself, I reaffirmed my plans for you. Every time you questioned your worth, I reminded heaven that you are my child, my beloved, and my treasure. Think of the times when you felt completely abandoned, when you whispered in the night, God, where are you? Do you remember those moments? You thought I had gone silent, but my silence was never absence. I was there, carrying you, protecting you from things you could not see, shielding you from battles you did not even know were raging. When you felt the weight of hopelessness pressing down on you, I was the one who kept you breathing. When you thought you had no strength to stand, I was the strength that held you up. You may not have recognized my presence, but I was in the peace that came suddenly when you thought you would break. I was in the unexpected kindness that reached you when you least expected it. I was in the quiet conviction that whispered, you are not done yet. I know you sometimes wonder why I allowed certain things to happen. You ask, why did I have to walk through so much pain? Why did I have to lose so much? Why did I have to feel so broken? My child, listen closely. I did not abandon you in those moments. I did not turn my back on you. I was with you, and though the pain was real, so was my presence. The struggles you endured were not punishments, but refinements. They did not come to destroy you, but to shape you into someone stronger, someone who can carry greater purpose. The very pain that tried to break you has been transformed into strength within you. The wounds that bled in silence have become testimonies of survival. The darkness that once surrounded you has only made the light inside you shine brighter. Beloved, every time you thought you had reached the end, I whispered life into your soul. Every time you thought it was over, I made a way where there was none. Every time despair tried to drown you, I lifted your head above the waters. You see, you have never truly been abandoned. You have never truly been forsaken. My love has always been the constant thread running through every chapter of your story. Even when your faith wavered, my faithfulness never did. Even when you let go, I held on. There were days when your heart was broken so deeply that you thought it would never heal. But look at you now, still standing, still breathing, still reaching for hope. That is not by your strength alone, it is because I carried you through. Every scar you bear is a reminder that I did not let the wound destroy you. Every breath you take is proof that my mercy sustained you. Every time you found the courage to rise again, it was because my hand lifted you. My beloved, hear me. Nothing you have faced hath been wasted. Your tears were prayers. Your pain was a testimony. Your struggles were shaping you. Your fears were teaching you to trust me. Every disappointment was setting the stage for something greater. Every unanswered prayer was making room for a bigger miracle. And every moment you thought you were alone was actually the moment I was carrying you the closest. Say you are my first love, Lord, if your heart belongs to Him. I want you to understand that your value has never been diminished by what you have endured. The betrayals did not change your worth. The disappointments did not cancel your destiny. The tears did not erase your purpose. The fears did not separate you from my love. You are still mine. You are still chosen. You are still precious in my sight. So lift your head, my child. Do not let the pain of your past define you. Do not let the shadows of yesterday steal the light of today. I have been with you through it all, and I am with you now. Every tear you cried mattered to me. Every silent prayer moved my heart. Every hidden fear was met with my strength. You were never forsaken, and you never will be. You are carried, you are cherished, and you are loved beyond measure. I am declaring something new over your life. A shift has already begun, even if your eyes have not yet seen it and your hands have not yet touched it. The ground beneath you is moving in the unseen. The heavens are stirring, and my spirit is preparing to release breakthroughs that you once thought were impossible. You may feel as though nothing is changing, but I tell you the truth, the change has already started. What you thought was silence was actually preparation. What looked like delay was divine timing. What felt like emptiness was me clearing away what no longer served your future. My child, you are stepping into a season where closed doors will begin to open, and no one will be able to shut them again. You have knocked on doors that remained sealed for so long you began to wonder if they were meant for you. You tried, you prayed, you pushed, and yet nothing seemed to move. But I am the God who holds the keys of destiny. And when I open a door, no man, no system, no circumstance, and no enemy can shut it. Watch as opportunities begin to appear that you never imagined. Paths will be cleared that were once blocked. People will come into your life who carry the answer to prayers you thought had been forgotten. You will see me rearrange situations, realign timelines, and restore things that you believed were gone forever. Beloved, you have been in a season of pressing, but now you will step into a season of release. The weight you carried is lifting, and the chains that bound you are breaking. Doors of favor will swing wide open, doors that have been locked by the enemy's lies and by human opposition. Where there was rejection, you will find acceptance. Where there was loss, you will see restoration. Where there was lack, you will see provision overflow. Do not fear what is ahead, for I am already there, making a way in the wilderness, streams in the desert, and light in the darkest night. The breakthroughs I am releasing are not small or ordinary. They are divine in nature, crafted by my own hand, so that you and everyone around you will know it is me. I am about to perform miracles that will silence every doubt and drown out every lie. You have prayed in tears, and now you will see answers that bring joy. You have sown in pain, and now you will reap in abundance. You have waited in silence, and now I will speak loudly through the works of my hand in your life. The miracle I am preparing is not something that can be explained away by chance or coincidence. It will be undeniable proof that my hand is upon you. Do not despise the small signs that are already unfolding, for they are the seeds of the greater miracle. That sudden peace you felt in the middle of chaos, that was me. That unexpected kindness from a stranger, that was me. That one door of opportunity that opened when everything else was closed, that was me. These are the whispers of what is to come, the beginnings of the greater breakthrough. Soon you will not only see glimpses, you will stand in the fullness of what I have promised. My child, I am releasing provision in places where there was only lack. I am multiplying what you place in my hands. What looked like not enough will become more than enough. Just as I multiplied bread to feed thousands, I will multiply your resources, your strength, and your opportunities. You do not need to understand how, you only need to trust me. Where you saw impossibility, I am creating possibility. Where you saw emptiness, I am filling with abundance. Where you thought the chapter was closed, I am writing a new beginning. Prepare yourself, for unexpected provision is coming your way. A financial breakthrough that you did not see coming, a relationship restored in ways you could not have orchestrated, a health turnaround that doctors cannot explain, a job, a promotion, or an open door that seemed out of reach. I am releasing these blessings not as random gifts, but as answers to your prayers and as proof of my faithfulness. When you see it, you will know that it was my hand, for the miracle will bear the mark of heaven. Beloved, I am also releasing supernatural intervention into the battles you thought you could not win. There are things you have wrestled with for years, struggles that have drained your strength and clouded your hope. You wondered if they would ever end. But I tell you now, I am stepping in. My angels are already on assignment, fighting battles on your behalf in the unseen realm. Chains of fear, addiction, doubt, and despair are breaking even now. Strongholds that seemed immovable are falling. You will begin to notice a sudden shift, a lifting of burdens, a clarity of mind, a freedom of heart, because I, your God, am moving for you. You may begin to notice unexpected changes. The phone call you never thought would come, the apology you never thought you would hear, the opportunity that appears out of nowhere, the sudden peace that replaces anxiety. Do not call these coincidences. Recognize them as the fingerprints of your Father at work. I am weaving miracles into your daily life so you will see that I have always been with you, and I have never stopped working for your good. Beloved, understand this. The miracle I am about to release in your life is not only for you, it is also a testimony to those around you. When I lift you up, it will be a sign of my glory. When I bless you, It will cause others to see my power and know that I am God. Your story will become a witness of my faithfulness. Your breakthrough will shine as a light in the darkness, drawing others to the hope they, too, can find in me. I know there are still moments when you doubt, when you wonder if this word is truly for you. You ask, Lord, could it really be me you are speaking to? Am I really worthy of this kind of blessing? And I say to you now, yes, my child, this word is for you. You are worthy, not because of what you have done, but because of who I am and because of my unending love for you. I am faithful to my promises, and I do not speak in vain. If I have declared it, I will bring it to pass. So lift your eyes and expect the shift. Open your heart and prepare to receive. Do not let fear, doubt, or the voices of others steal this truth from you. Hold on tightly, for the miracle is already unfolding. The breakthrough is already in motion. The doors are already opening. The provision is already being released. The intervention is already at work. Soon you will look back and say, only God could have done this. My beloved, you are stepping into a season where the impossible becomes possible, where the unseen becomes visible, where the prayers you thought were buried are answered in ways beyond your imagination. This is your time. This is your moment. This is the unfolding of heaven's promise over your life. Trust me, stay near to me, and watch as I do what only I can do. The miracle is coming, it will not be denied. It will not be delayed, and when it arrives, you will know that it is I, the Lord your God, who has done it for you. My beloved child, now that I have declared the promises that are unfolding over your life, I must also give you clear instruction. For miracles do not only depend on what I am doing in the unseen, they also depend on how you prepare your heart to receive them. Hear me closely now, for these words are not suggestions but a loving command from the one who formed you. If you hold fast to them, they will guard you, strengthen you, and align you with the fullness of what I am about to release. The first instruction I give you is this: remain in prayer. Do not let your connection to me grow weak. Do not let the busyness of life, the distractions of people, or the lies of the enemy pull you away from the secret place where I meet you. Prayer is not just words. It is the lifeline between your spirit and mine. It is the place where I pour strength into you, the place where I refresh your weary soul, the place where you will hear my whispers and receive my guidance. When you pray, you are not speaking into the air, you are speaking into my heart, and I am listening with all of heaven's attention. Do not neglect this gift. The more you stay in prayer, the more sensitive you will become to my voice, and the less the enemy will be able to deceive you. Along with prayer, I urge you to silence unnecessary voices. Not everyone who speaks into your life is sent by me. Some voices only sow fear, doubt, and confusion. Some voices, though they sound wise, are not rooted in my truth. Some voices distract you from my promises by filling your mind with worry and your heart with heaviness. My child, be careful who you listen to. If their words do not align with the hope and truth of my word, let them go. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the whisper of my spirit. There is a peace and stillness, a clarity that comes when you step away from endless opinions and return to the simplicity of my presence. In the silence, you will hear me more clearly than ever. Hold tightly to my promises, my beloved, for they are the anchor in every storm. When everything around you feels uncertain, my promises remain unshakable. I have spoken over your life, and my word does not return void. Do not let your heart grow weary if you do not see immediate results. Patience is part of your preparation. I have told you before, and I remind you again, my timing is perfect. I am never early, and I am never late. When the right moment comes, every word I have spoken will come alive before your eyes. If it seems delayed, do not lose hope. It is not denial, but divine orchestration. I am aligning people, circumstances, and seasons so that when your blessing arrives, it will not be partial or fragile, but complete and undeniable. Therefore, be still and trust in my timing. Do not compare your journey to others. Do not look at someone else's breakthrough and wonder why yours has not yet come. Each story I write is unique, and each season has its own appointed time. The waiting you endure is not wasted. It is forming strength, teaching endurance, and deepening your faith. If you rush ahead of me, you will find only frustration. But if you wait with trust, you will see that I was preparing something far greater than you asked for. My child, your delay is not punishment, it is preparation for glory. Now listen to me carefully. Let go of unforgiveness. Do not carry the weight of bitterness any longer. I know you were hurt, betrayed, and treated unfairly. I know the scars that others left on your heart. But clinging to unforgiveness does not heal you, it chains you. It poisons your soul. It clouds your vision, and it blocks the flow of blessings I desire to pour out. Forgiveness does not mean you must forget or trust blindly again. It means you release the offense into my hands and free your spirit from the burden of resentment. When you forgive, you do not excuse what was done, you declare that you will no longer be held captive by it. My child, forgive as I have forgiven you, and you will feel the weight lift from your heart like a heavy stone rolling away. You must also let go of fear. Fear is one of the greatest weapons the enemy uses to paralyze you. He whispers lies that you are not enough, that you cannot handle what is ahead, that the future is uncertain and unsafe. But hear me, fear is not from me. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Fear tries to keep you from stepping into the very blessings I have prepared for you. Fear tells you to stay in the familiar, even when I am calling you to greater. My child, you cannot walk in fear and faith at the same time. Choose faith. When fear rises, speak my word aloud. Remind yourself that I am your protector, your provider, your guide. When fear tells you that you will fail, declare that you are more than a conqueror through me. When fear whispers that you are alone, remind it that I promised never to leave you nor forsake you. Fear may knock, but do not let it in. Stand firm in the authority of my name, and fear will flee. Lastly, beloved, let go of self-condemnation. Stop punishing yourself for the mistakes of the past. Stop rehearsing your failures, your regrets, your missed opportunities. Stop believing the lie that you are unworthy of my love or my blessing. Do you not know that I have already forgiven you? Do you not know that the cross covered it all? I do not see you through the lens of your mistakes, I see you through the lens of my mercy. You are washed, you are cleansed, you are made new. When I look at you, I do not see shame. I see a child I love deeply. If I, the holy and righteous God, do not condemn you, why do you condemn yourself? Release the guilt, my child, and walk in the freedom I have given you. You do not have to earn my love. You do not have to prove your worth. You already belong to me. Type Amen to declare your faith today, and share this message to shine God's light in the world.